we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Auburn's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And David, backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Benedict. Quickly complete. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Troy's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back to the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Benedict. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
He throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Auburn. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's the handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in a split backfield. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on a tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field, and work on some things, and I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this 1st quarter than he did his last time out.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown! down, Tigers.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back in this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short.
On offense, early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hunt is on its way. He'll return it from the 50. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. Running the option. It's Benedict. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the ground with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they build the deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling. Yeah,
no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Looking for room at the 30. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Benedict. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Stevens. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wants to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Trojans send out the punt unit. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds a tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll pull it down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Benedict. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Trying the run, it's Cantrell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the attack on another one before halftime. Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. but it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together.
Here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again.
Execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Tiger. Great job by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you hearken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Burns. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Defense in press coverage. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And here's the return. And the returner will be brought. the Trojan offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't connect on his first throw.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Auburn! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. It's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. On the move, it's Burns. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch?
And down he goes back with the 3.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the single back. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He's got it near midfield. Wide open, it's a foot race. coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Might be looking to run. Slings it downfield. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal getting them.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stevens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the run, still looking. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Paul. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up.
22 more.
Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
Holding.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
Throws toward the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Let's see what they do on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. On the ground, it's Burns. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Trojans are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. And man, oh man, he is is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Creates a little room. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Dog. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone. Just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a first and goal. Now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The give. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Stevens. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackler and pick up pretty good yardage. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.